of other tempting. Great times, great food, get too quick, mistake and lose.
Get our Best Wings USA signature sauces, mouth-watering appetizers, or any of our delicious award-winning lube favorites.
Great times, great food, get too quick, mistake and lose.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Lusk & Associates Sotheby's International Realty proudly presents the introduction of our new State College office at 314 South Borough Street in State College. At Sotheby's International Realty, we advertise locally, nationally, and internationally, bringing the best of advertising and promotion to each and every one of our properties, big or small. Call now.
A lot has changed about State College. One thing that hasn't is W.C. Clark's Coffee Roasters on 234 East Calder Way. 30 different varieties of specialty coffee beans sourced from over 25 countries and roasted with love each morning in Happy Valley for over 45 years. They'll ship their fresh roasted coffee from their doorstep to yours. Order online at statecollegecoffee.com. That's statecollegecoffee.com.
Hi, welcome to Timberland Federal Credit Union, a financial cooperative for its members, tracing all the way back to 1973.
Experience Timberland Federal Credit Union, where you're greeted with a smile and financial solutions are tailored to your unique life journey. Here, we're not just financial professionals, we're your neighbors, people invested in your financial needs, literacy, and empowerment. Your dreams matter to us, whether they're about buying a home, growing a nest egg, or embarking on new adventures. TFCU draws from the past and invests in the future, offering modern tools like online banking to give you the freedom to manage your money practically anytime. Additionally, we're passionate about giving back both time and resources because enhancing our community is at the core of why we're here. Visit TFCU in person or online to learn more about our services and apply for a membership today.
WFXS, once again,
your sports radio. Broadcasting live, loud and proud from Central.
Here at the Penn State Golf Course. Keith Goon Conlon with me as always. How you doing tonight, brother?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Doing well. Penn State coming off of their first Big Ten victory of the season.
First real victory, I guess you could say. I mean, versus another Power 4 team, I guess, or whatever. It's a good victory, good win for the team, for the guys. I'm ecstatic for Terry. I'm sure you are too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're not happy for a guy like Terry Smith, I don't know if you're even a Penn State fan or a fan of college football in general. So,
you see his presser today? Did you get any pieces of that?
Absolutely watched it. I watched it. I'm amazed. More and more, I hear him talking. He's just so genuinely that what you see is not fake. That is him. That's Terry Smith to a T. How he truly, truly is as a man, as a father, as a coach. I hope we get a couple more for him. And, I hope that Terry stays, to be honest with you.
I'm with you.
In the head coach capacity, whether that be as in any kind of capacity, I want him to stay at Penn State.
Oh, he has to. I don't know. It's a conversation that's definitely getting brought up a lot. Do you think Pat Kraft can afford to go that route in a sense of, as much as I think a lot of the fans will love it, you got to win games. I mean, Pat Kraft, he's got to win this thing. I don't know.
You mean bringing him back as the head coach?
Yes, in terms of bringing Terry back.
Yeah, and that's an option. I mean, the backup to your question right there is, can you bring him in as the head coach? And the biggest thing I could say is that I don't think I've ever seen a coaching carousel this crazy.
It's
there's a lot of big schools that are out there and a lot of big names that are floating around. It's like, if we're not going to go out and get the first guy that we wanted, then why force ourselves to take somebody else? You know what I mean? where you have Terry here. What if you give Terry a 3-year deal? Say, Terry, let's go. Let's see what you can do here. And if it's not working after a year, Terry would know, or they would be said like, hey, like, it's not working. We're going to move on, or there's another coach that we're going after, or something like that. But and if that's for Terry to become the head coach. Now, can Terry become the recruiting coordinator? Could he become the liaison between, the players and the letterman, the alumni association? Can he work in some kind of capacity with the football program?
Yeah, I think obviously, I think going back to cornerback coach too is a realistic option as well. I mean, it depends on whoever Penn State brings in. If
that's the biggest thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and so I guess that's the one thing. Like in a perfect world, I'd be all in for Terry to be the head coach. But the only problem is that where we're at in 2025 with this NIL stuff and how it's all moving, it is crazy. And the other piece too is Terry really in college football has only been at, besides Temple, has been at Penn State. He doesn't have too many other. He doesn't have like a coaching tree or anything. Franklin at Virginia Tech now, he's going to take a ton of this. I mean, some roster, but he's going to take all the coaching staff. Like down, how important the strength staff and all those things, the recruiting staff. Most of those people are going with James to Virginia Tech, so it definitely could be difficult for Terry to have to fill those roles. Now it's Penn State. You get offered the offensive coordinator gig at Penn State. Well, I think it's fairly easy to take that, and I think Jim Knowles' defense has been playing better and better. I think Jim Knowles is someone you keep around, a defensive coordinator, to continue to let him develop. We know it takes a little bit of time. But, yeah, I guess that's the only thing I'm looking at. Would it be hard for Terry to kind of just such a pretty big rebuild that Penn State has coming up here in this offseason? But if it's done correctly, I mean, Penn State could be back next year winning a lot of games. You only have at Michigan, at Washington next year. Those are your biggest games. No Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State. So – that's favorable there. So I guess that's the biggest question for really Pat Kraft. Oh, SC at USC at home. Too. USC at home. That is true. That's going to be interesting. Yeah. We got some good matchups. Going out to Washington, that'll be fun.
You're on to something. What you're saying is true, but like it's depending on who is coming in here as to say, like, is Jim Knowles going to be is Koto Nickley going to be here? Is the training staff going to be here? The training staff going to be here? All of these guys. Are they going to bring in is the new coach going to come in and just clear house and just say, I want my guys, Because you got a lot of Penn State guys in this roster who I would love to keep. I mean, who would you keep as a staff? Who on this staff would you like to keep? I mean, I think that Ty Howell.
Oh, Ty Howell right away is the name.
Has to be a keeper no matter what.
Right? And the other piece is of James Franklin going to Virginia Tech, where he's now going to be really close to those DMV guys, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. And so he's going to be recruiting well there. Let's say we bring in someone. Let's say we go the Drinkwitz route from Missouri, and he comes here. He doesn't have any Northeast recruiting ties, really. So you have to keep someone like Ty Howell that's really good in that area. He is the DMV, actually, recruiting area coach. So I think he's important. You got some really good young tight ends, too, that Ty Howell has. And if he stays, they'll stay.
His production has been as the tight ends coach is off the charts.
I mean, he's got the best tight end in the NFL right now as a rookie. So
he does. And Theo Johnson, I mean, he's lighting up with the Giants right now, right?
Oh, yeah. Brenton Strange was doing really well. Got banged up, but he's playing really well. Obviously, Pat, Fryermuth. I mean, we got a ton of guys.
I mean, it's tight end. Like, recently it's turned into tight end I mean, then you got the guy like Danny Connor at linebacker. I mean, linebackers really struggled this year. Losing Rojas really, really hurt. So I don't know. But I also do know that Jim Knowles is people that he wanted to play his positions, or it's not what we had in our cupboard, nor what we've recruited in the last few years. To talk about that is that Manny Diaz liked smaller, faster, quicker type of linebacker type of guys, where Jim Knowles likes more of a plugger in the middle, like a real beefy guy, and he likes the huge D tackles to protect those linebackers, and it's completely opposite of what we have. So I personally think a lot of the defensive struggles have been due to our personnel. Now, I also have an issue with we give James Franklin and his offensive coordinators a lot of crap in the past few years about trying to make Drew Aller into this drop back run. Not drop back, but a run pass dual threat quarterback. Clifford was the same way, and it was always like, we're always trying to fit a round peg into a square hole type of thing. Same thing with the defense this year. I mean, we don't have the personnel, so why wouldn't Jim pull back what he was doing here? You're not trying to run the straight up like Ohio State defense he was calling for years, and he didn't have the personnel in it, and it showed out there for us this year.
Yeah, it took some time, and it does seem like recently, and Terry even said, he's like, hey, we finally simplified it a little bit, and it seems like they're starting to get a bit better. Terry came out today and said he actually implemented what they call the Prowler package. It was something we did with Manny Diaz, where you got all those guys, 7 guys pressed up on the line of scrimmage, and you've actually seen that this past 2 weeks. Terry was talking about that today in his presser, saying that, we brought certain elements back, and we're trying to find things that guys are familiar with and just make it a little bit easier for them to digest. So
Sure.
I think good on Jim Knowles for starting to figure that out, because that's what we were told from the Ohio State fans. They're saying, hey, it might take a little bit for this defense to get going, and it started out well, and then we hit a blimp. And like you said, Tony Rojas was out for the year. I don't think the importance of
Doesn't
that.
help.
Yeah, that's so important to have him there. I think you saw how impactful he was to be that sideline to sideline, linebacker that's almost 240 pounds running a 4.37. I mean, that's a serious linebacker there, and you lose that, and it hurts the defense. And that's the way the Jim Knowles defense operates. You kind of need that type of guy in the middle of the defense,
Right.
and so been missing that for sure.
Yeah, so
But
we pay Jim Knowles $3.2 million to come to Penn State, and then like if it's not working, do we kick him to do we say like the new coach comes in and has his own DC? Or does Pat Kraft say, hey, we have our DC and our OC, we're happy with them? I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's 100% up to the new coach.
I think it is too. Yeah, I think there's a real conversation there. Whoever you bring in, and it's easier. Let's say you go with Brian Hartline, who's an offensive coordinator at Ohio State and doesn't have a staff around him. That's a lot different. If we get Drinkowitz from Missouri, who he has his staff, he has everybody that he wants to bring. If it's Hartline, he's got to fill it out a little bit more. And obviously, prior relationship there with Knowles being at Ohio State together. But I think that's when talking about coaches, that is the downside / upside. If you go to a coach that can just kind of move everything, pick up and move, how James Franklin really did here with Vanderbilt and just kind of brought everybody with him. Or if you have Hartline, that's going to have to rebuild everything, and he's going to have to see if he can claw away a couple Ohio State coaches, a couple players there, and see if he can start to build what he wants to build here. So it's going to be interesting to kind of watch these last 2 weeks as we wind down. I think we're assuming it's very likely that we have a head coach named within the following days after Rutgers of that last game. Not certain. I would think you got to get a move on though.
I mean, we've been waiting for. I mean, I'm not one of those people who like I need instant gratification. Like, but I don't like seeing our top recruit, the kid from Harrisburg,
Kevin Brown,
Kevin Brown, leaving to go. I mean, he's already announced that he's going to go down to 1 of 3 schools, and I'm like, we're not even in the running here. We don't even know who our coach is, bro. Like, you're just going to leave and say, like, I mean, what if Nick Saban did come in? Is Kevin Brown going to jump back on board? I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like, why can't these kids wait until the coach is named to decide where they're going? I mean, that's the thing. Is that all these other schools are pressing them? Like, why would you go to Penn State? You don't have a coach. You don't have a coach. You don't have a coach. I mean, okay, so I'm going to pull. I'm going to decommit right now and decide where I'm going to go from these next few schools. But I mean, not giving Penn State not having a coach is hurting us to this point. But I mean,
yeah,
is it because we have somebody who's still coaching, who might be in the playoffs? Who I don't know. I mean, again, I said it for the last 3 weeks. If I had a gun to my head, I would have said Matt Rule. And when that went away, I have been completely like, I have no idea where we're going with this. You talk about it a lot.
I do, and I'll tell you right now, I give a lot of profiles when I cover the people we're looking at, but no one has an actual clue still where we sit, like I said, very likely 2 weeks out from knowing who the guy is, and we don't really have a clue because I don't know if like Kraft knows at this point. It's kind of sit back, wait, and see what's going to happen these last 2 weeks in college football. Who loses? I think all of that determines who makes the playoffs. I don't think you can go after a playoff coach just because of the calendar at this point. The college football calendar is completely botched. And we used to be signing in February, and then early signing day came, and it was December 18th, and it was like, all right, people started to do that. And now early signing day is the main signing day, and it's pushed up to December 3rd. And this is 4 days after the season ends. You got to turn around and you got to sign yourself a class. Penn State, their 2026 class, whoever you bring in will probably be able to just basically sign their recruits over to us, but it's not going to be that big of a class. Now you got 105 roster spots. This is the first year where that was a thing. It used to be 85 scholarships. Now you got 105 scholarships you got to fill. Penn State's going to have to dive into the portal heavy, And those talks, those conversations with agents and players, they start right now. It doesn't start when the portal opens on January 2nd. By the time the portal opens, half the people that are going in the portal are already decided where they're going to go.
And the question with the 105 is that, okay, you have 85 on scholarship, it means you have 20 new scholarships. Are you going to give them to your walk-on kids? I don't think you do. I mean, we're playing from behind already by not having a coach. And I think that Pat is smart enough to realize that and understand that, we get it, and I think that he knows that we're hemorrhaging recruits, but I think he's still cool with it because I think he has the person in mind of who he wants. I don't know who the hell it is. I'm completely baffled by it, the whole thing. And then you made a point 2 weeks ago, which is I've used this a couple times, and I say, well, why do you need to sign a letter of intent on December 3rd or 4th? You don't need to do it because you can go anywhere you want. But you said what?
You're signing an NIL contract. There is no longer a national letter of intent. You're signing name, image, and likeness contract. Your deal.
So as soon as you sign them to go to your school, you're starting to get paid.
Yeah,
and you've actually made a comment before where schools are paying high school kids now in some states.
Yes.
To keep their commitments.
Some states it is legal for these colleges to pay the kids. So I'm going to give you $10,000 a month. And you stay committed to us. Can you imagine getting $10,000 a month in high school?
See, this is exactly what you do. You do this to me every week. You get me all mad, all jacked up, and all mad and furious.
I like to get them riled up.
Oh my God! Again, the $100,000 in college. With $10,000 in high school, I'd be in prison in high school. I wouldn't wait to go to college to go to prison. I'd be in prison when I was in high school. Absolutely no doubt about it, man.
I believe it.
Take a little break here. We got a little special guest here.
Absolutely.
The man, the myth, the legend, Levi Haynes coming on here in the next segment here. So,
talk a little Penn State wrestling, talk a little food, everything in between. You know what we get into. So we will be right back from the Penn State golf course.
This region is known for its winding forest roads and scenic wild beauty. And there's one vehicle that's as rugged as Happy Valley. It's the Kia Telluride from Lion Country Kia. Hurry in now and check out the all-around rugged 2025 Tellurides. Lion Country Kia has the spacious 7-seater SUV with as low as 2.99% financing for 60 months or a $1,500 Kia finance rebate. There's 19 Tellurides in stock ready to go, starting at only $43,145. Be sure to check out the entire Kia lineup at Lion Country Kia. There's 91 new Kias available. Remember, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Who trusts Lion Country Kia? Mitchell Messenbrink trusts Lion Country Kia. And you should too. Lion Country Kia. 1334 Drivable Street, off Shiloh Road, behind Sam's Club, State College. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. For details, see dealer or go to kia.com.
If you love wings, if you love rings, and all kinds of other tempting things, great times, great food, get to Quaker Steak and Lube.
Get our Best Wings USA signature sauces, mouth-watering appetizers, or any of our delicious award-winning lube favorites.
Great times, great food, get to Quaker Steak and Lube.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Lusk & Associates Sotheby's International Realty proudly presents the introduction of our new State College office at 314 South Borough Street in State College. At Sotheby's International Realty, we advertise locally, nationally, and internationally, bringing the best of advertising and promotion to each and every one of our properties, big or small. Call now.
A lot has changed about State College. One thing that hasn't is W.C. Clark's Coffee Roasters on 234 East Calder Way. 30 different varieties of specialty coffee beans sourced from over 25 countries and roasted with love each morning in Happy Valley for over 45 years. They'll ship their fresh roasted coffee from their doorstep to yours. Order online at statecollegecoffee.com. That's statecollegecoffee.com.
Hi, welcome to Timberland Federal Credit Union, a financial cooperative for its members, tracing all the way back to 1973.
Experience Timberland Federal Credit Union, where you're greeted with a smile and financial solutions are tailored to your unique life journey. Here, we're not just financial professionals, we're your neighbors. People invested in your financial needs, literacy, and empowerment. Your dreams matter to us, whether they're about buying a home, growing a nest egg, or embarking on new adventures. TFCU draws from the past and invests in the future, offering modern tools like online banking to give you the freedom to manage your money practically anytime. Additionally, we're passionate about giving back both time and resources because enhancing our community is at the core of why we're here. Visit TFCU in person or online to learn more about our services and apply for a membership today.
Welcome back into the Modelo Blue White Player Show here at the Penn State Golf Course. As always, joined by Keith Goon-Conlon. We're joined by Penn State wrestlers Levi Haynes. Oh, there we go. Got some.
Yeah.
Lawson, what's up, Levi? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on,
What's up,
guys.
Levi? How you doing, bro? How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate
Absolutely. So,
Yeah, buddy. So welcome to the show. You come off the air. I mean, I did mention off the air that you're gonna drop any bombs on us. You're not raising any goats or sheep or anything like that, right?
it. No, I'm not. I don't have any side hustles like K-Sec.
Dude, that was. I mean, me and Landon were like, "Wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?" Like, he's like, "No, dude, seriously, I got sheep and goats, and I raised them all." We were laughing, and it was pretty cool. It was a nice little interview, and that was a little out of left field. So,
Yeah.
have you been to see him?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so most of the team goes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
So wait, this needs to be like a story on Big Ten Network that like our wrestling team is just
K-Sac Farm.
yeah, the
like,
K-Sac
literally,
Farm.
the price of sheep and goats is what up. Because they're part of Penn State wrestling right there. The goats and sheep are part of the dynasty, so they're going to be double in price. That's crazy. So no, nothing like that, huh?
No,
No
I
crazy
don't.
stories.
No crazy. Yeah, stories like
The
that.
only
I don't
story
have
you
any
got
side
is you
hustles.
married into a crazy family.
That's right. That's very true. Very true.
Our man Troy at Troy's Hoagies over in Belfont. That's Levi's family now, man.
That's right.
Oh, seriously?
That's
Yeah.
Uncle Troy.
Oh, I would be there all the time eating their food.
Delicious.
That's
Yeah, I told
fantastic
you.
stuff.
We talk about we
Talk-
talk about school, football, wrestling, and a lot of food.
Yeah.
That's what
There we
fat
go.
boys do. So what did you say off the air when we were talking? You could eat now.
Yeah.
You're not stuck on weight no more.
No, not too
I'm
much.
down to my ideal weight now too. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
He's been
Good.
starving himself
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
really hitting it hard there.
Wait, so
buddy.
what's the schedule like? When are you cutting weight? Like how does all that work?
Yeah, so it just depends on the guy. For me, I usually just have to watch my weight like 2 to 3 days out. I walk around between 180 and 185, so I'm usually within a workout of weight. So my life's pretty easy now.
Well, that's what we always ask on the air is like, what is a typical day? I mean, wrestlers and football players have different schedules and stuff. I know that the Twins, they were up at 6 a.m. They're getting a workout in, then they're going to school, then they're getting their afternoon workout in, and then K-Sac dropped the sheep and goat bomb on us.
Yeah.
And then, give me a normal day for Mr. Levi.
Yeah, obviously it depends on the time of year, but like right now, been doing a lot of hunting right now. I'm big into bow hunting. So
Ooh.
right now it's like the kind of peak rut time. So I've been getting up in the mornings pretty early to go chase deer around, and then I go to school. I have 2 classes in the morning, and then I have a little bit of time to grab some lunch and then practice. And then usually I'm hustling out of practice to get back in the woods.
Get back hunting.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's crazy.
That's amazing. Is there good areas around here? Do you have to travel a little bit, or how does that go down?
There's some really good hunting really close to campus.
Is
Penn
that
State,
public or is it private?
a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
You got some permission from some people to go hunt the lands?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Penn State owns a lot of property that you're allowed to hunt. So we hunt on that, and then we do have a lot of permission pieces that we hunt on as well.
Yeah, you
So
got me and Landon over here. I'm a Philadelphia Catholic League boy. He's a Washington, D.C., Baltimore Catholic area boy. So
yeah,
there wasn't much hunting growing up in our
No,
area.
no,
I
no.
doubt it. I doubt it.
Did you? He must have just came from
No,
hunting. He's got the
I wasn't
camo
hunting
on.
tonight.
Okay,
I wasn't
all right.
hunting
I
tonight,
saw like a
unfortunately.
64-foot pickup pull up outside. I said, "That's got to be him right
Yeah,
there."
that's
you know?
me.
Got the big old deer rack on the front. All right, so big boy. So I mean, we're going in. We're talking. And then my wife asked me, "So what year is he?" And I said, "I don't know. I mean, the way the wrestlers work, I mean, he could be 34 years old. He could have had like 17 like red shirts and a COVID year. So, what year are we in?
I'm in my 4th year.
But you still have like 7 more according to wrestling rules.
I wish, but no, I don't. This is going to be my last year.
It is your last year.
So I'm a little bit of a rare occurrence. I didn't redshirt, which is pretty common in wrestling.
Yep.
So I wrestle. I'm going to wrestle the 4 straight years and be done. But I plan on sticking around and continuing to wrestle at the NLWC afterwards. So
that's always
hopefully I
our
won't
next
go
question.
anywhere.
So your major, and then what are you doing 10 years from now? Where are we at?
Yeah.
You're after winning some hardware around the
So
world.
I'm an RPTM major. It's a Parks and Rec and Tourism Management major. In 10 years, God willing, I'll still be wrestling. But if not, I'm sure I'll be doing something outdoors.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that looks like yet.
Yeah,
but
do what you love, brother.
Yeah.
It ain't work if you love it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to get up and go to work if you love it. You don't. It's not work.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Yeah, try to be like us. So we got 2 retired, just fat offensive linemen sitting here doing a radio show.
Over beat up. We're like pieces of pulp, just pummeled, and then they just kick us to the curb, and we talk about food. So, like your RPTM, like what is your ideal job? Like, are we working like a state game land, like a game warden type of thing, or are you going to be actually in an office type of environment?
That's what I want to avoid, is being in an office. I don't want to be in an office. I want to be in the field. But you can take a lot of different routes with the RPTM degree. I've been looking into recently being like be kind of like a wilderness EMT. So get called in, I guess, when people get lost and need rescued and stuff, or medical attention. So I've been looking into some of that stuff. But I also do like land management stuff as well. So habitat work. And so, yeah, like I said, I don't really know exactly what I want to do. I just know for now I'm going to wrestle for as long as I can. And
so you're in the woods,
see where it goes.
You get a call like, "Hey, there's a lost hunter out there. He may have had a heart attack." And you pull up, it's me or Landon. Like, you're like, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. We can't bring him out. He's
Yeah.
the boss. And I'm sitting there, no, I can't do it. He's gone.
I gotta give it to our wrestlers, man. Like they are by far away the most interesting guys of any sport, of just what you guys do. Like it's cool to hear about and just get the behind the scenes on what a day likes, and what type of hobbies you guys like to get into.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're from where in PA?
I'm from like Biglerville, Pennsylvania. So it's like
Maryland border.
Yep.
Oh,
right
really?
outside
Okay.
of Gettysburg.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm Annapolis, born and raised, so not too far away.
No, not at all.
What was the process of you getting to Penn State? What was your recruitment like? First conversations with Kale? How did all that go down?
Yeah, so I actually in high school, David Taylor had opened up a club in Pleasant Gap, and I was coming up in wrestling there, and kind of got into the Penn State system of wrestling in a way. So after being a part of that, I just knew, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to wrestle at Penn State, and I didn't really care what I had to do to be there. I was just going to find a way. And so the first day recruiting, I didn't even really know that it was the first day recruiting. I just remember I woke up a random day, I think it's in June, and I had like 15 missed calls on my phone. It may not have been that many. I'm just making up a number, but I had a bunch of missed calls from random numbers. And I was like, this is odd. And then I had another one come across my phone. I was like, man, it must be a bunch of spam calls. What do these people want from me? So I didn't answer. And then finally I answered one, and it was like, oh, this is Coach So-and-so. It's the first day of recruiting. How's it been? And I was like, oh, it's been great. I had no idea it was the first day of recruiting. So
now you went a whole different route though, right? You didn't wrestle your senior year in high school, right?
Correct. But
yeah, you moved up here.
Yeah, recruiting opens your junior year of high school. So I guess it's in between your sophomore and junior year. So
that's amazing. Just the difference in the sports and how I tell the story all the time. It's like these wrestlers, you're going in the room and you're wrestling Bo Nickel, you're wrestling all these different guys who are coming back, and in the wrestling club, it's like, do you think a football player would? I mean, people in the crowd are going to know the story because I say it all the time. It's like football. You think you're getting better going against Micah Parsons, Tyler Warren, and Saquon Barkley if on the football practice field, like as like a college kid going against NFL guys, and that's what you guys have.
Yeah,
you guys are going in against them. You're playing world-class talent on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
I mean, the competition must be just absolutely insane in that room.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. I mean, even with the young guys we have, they're world-class guys. You know, they're going to the age-level world championships and getting medals, winning it. So we're very fortunate to have those guys stick around, but also these younger guys, too, are pushing you as well. So we're very fortunate on both ends.
When you're at practice and you don't feel like practicing, and Kale walks in and looks in your eyes and goes, I got you today. You're like, oh, God.
I don't think there's ever a
Come
day
on,
that
man.
happens to me where I don't want to be there just because the environment it's hard to describe, but it's like, you know, there's just an excitement in the air when you walk in there.
It's gotta
So
be amazing.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's awesome. I actually wrestled with him today. He's probably going to be walking with a little bit of a limp tomorrow if anybody sees him. So just wish him well.
Can we call him? I can call him right now. He can get
You
him on the
want
line and
to.
say, what
If
happened to
you-
you today? He's like this.
Probably.
The pause. And Levi be like this. Oh, God, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But I mean, that's the greatest wrestler in collegiate history. It's got to just be an unbelievable atmosphere, an unbelievable thing when you know. Give me when he first. I guess you had a relationship with him before the recruiting process started. But when that first time you met him, were you just like a little starstruck, awestruck, or the first phone call? What was it? An in-person meeting or a phone call?
The first time I talked to him would have been on the phone, and yeah, definitely, I was just more nervous, excited, I guess, than anything. But he has a way about him that is. I guess it's just like a calming effect. I don't know. You've talked to him, so you kind of know how it is. He's pretty.
He's the driest sense of humor in the world. You're like, dude, are you trying to make a joke? And you're like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But you're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh because I don't want to rip my throat out. Like, is that funny? Was that funny, Kale? Okay, good.
Wait, so talking about practice, I've always wondered, was the dodgeball stuff, was that going on before you got here? And like, what's the origin story of playing dodgeball before practice?
Yeah, it's been going on a long time before I was there, so I really don't know the origin story.
Oh man, all right, you have to find out first. Just get it going.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You get in there and it's like, wow, this is a lot of fun, and then just a bunch of competitive guys playing a game. I mean, it could be anything.
Doesn't get better.
You know, we always are arguing about who can run the fastest 40. It doesn't matter. You know, it's always a competition. Right.
You're playing a computer game or you're doing a test or something. It's a competition.
Right.
That's healthy, baby. It's healthy. So let's talk about 2 years ago, national champion.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, got upset.
Mm-hmm.
But how you came back, bro, you deserve a lot of credit because there's a lot of people who would have been like, damn, I lost, you know? And you came back a hellin', bro. I mean, that stoked the whole team. I mean, everything about it, just like winning that national title after, you know, those semifinals and stuff like that. But you guys coming out in the, you know, the third and fourth match was just insane how you guys came out and did it and just dominated. I mean, it just meant something because it's like, I mean, not you know, some people lose in a lot of different sports and they just pack it in and like, oh, they're just, you know, so upset.
Right.
It wasn't how you guys went about it. You guys said, damn it.
Yeah.
You got mad. You know what? I'm going to go out and do this.
Yeah, I think, like you're saying, just perspective. You know, just because we came up a little bit short, it was, you know, just getting the next best thing. Yeah. And I think that goes back to our coaches, but also just the kind of guys that are in our room, you know. And sometimes we come up short.
I recall, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it was
no,
like,
you good.
Kale wasn't like, he didn't make this like huge speech to you guys. You guys didn't have like all your senior class and your captains, you know, giving that rah-rah speech. You guys knew what you had to do. You just went out and did it. That's the most unbelievable thing about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like you're saying, it was just kind of everybody kind of realized their role. And, you know, at that point, it's not about you anymore. It's about, you know, scoring points for your team. And, you know, that third and fourth place match and even the Conti semis is a big round for team titles and placements in the top three. So just kind of have to know your role. Sometimes, you know, it stinks when things don't go the way you'd imagined or wanted it to, but
it's really
at the end of the day, it's
to fold the tent too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys didn't. And that's just such an unbelievable thing that you guys did that last year. And then, you know, and then Kale just being like this, like expected, you know, that's what, I mean, that's the program, dude.
Yeah.
That is
absolutely.
an absolute, just unbelievable what you guys did there last year. So then this year, you know, you're rolling into your last year, you know, you're a 3-time All-American so far.
Yeah.
You going for the 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting there like, I always have arguments with people like my wrestling because I go to nationals every year. I actually got this knucklehead coming this year.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
excited.
I'm worried about him.
First tournament.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
First. Yeah. It's gonna. Oh,
Dude,
I'm excited.
I tell him right off the gate. I said, "Len, listen. Here's the deal. You and I are gonna be walking down the hall, and there's gonna be these little people walking around, looking at us like."
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like I would take that guy down.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then
for
like
sure.
you just like I'm not a piece of meat, dude. Like leave me alone. You know, I always tell the story. The first time I met Kale when he got here, it was at some dinner downtown, and I'm like looking at him. He shakes my hand. He like takes a step back, and he's like looking at me. And he's like
sizing you up.
Come on, dude. I'm like, you make me uncomfortable here, man. And he's like, I can just hear it. His inner monologue was like, big tree fall hard. I know that's what he was thinking. And I was like, I'm not a piece of meat. Please don't hurt me.
How long do you give yourself against Kale? Goon will go 15 years
I
ago.
told Carrie that. I said, I should auction something off where I'd have to wrestle Kale.
That would be
Somebody's like,
interesting.
somebody paid big money to have you not put a singlet on and wrestle Kale. Or then you'd make more money that way. And I was like, hey, whatever. It's for the kids, you know? So
it is. There you go.
So, yeah, what are we going for this year? I mean, any goal? I mean, goal obviously is the national title.
Yeah.
And then we're going where? Are we Olympics, Worlds?
Yeah, that's the plan afterward. Be keep wrestling and obviously the Olympics in 2028, but up to then the World Championships and yeah, hopefully
married the
around.
local hero's niece here, so
yeah,
you're in town here. You're stuck, dude. You ain't going back home.
No, I don't.
You ain't going back to Adams County. Hey, no. You ain't going back there.
Well, it's time for us to talk about food. This is how we always
Here we
end
go.
it. Everybody knows it's time
go.
to talk about food. So obviously, there's already one you're going to have to include just off of.
Well, I was waiting. I shouldn't have said Troy because I was going to say.
I know
he didn't say.
If he didn't say Troy, beat some hot water.
Troy
no.
Somebody been outside with a bow.
Yeah.
Levi Haynes is out of wrestling when he found an arrow in his leg.
All right,
Uncle Troy.
Top 3 food spots in the greater Penn State area, so not just
greater
downtown, but I normally include out to kind of Bellefonte, that area.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
Well, I order into Troy's more than I like to admit, but
So you're fatty at heart.
yeah, oh
You're
yeah,
a big boy.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
I like it.
definitely. So Troy's is definitely in my top 3.
Does he charge you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
It's a tough love, you know the family.
Oh,
Come on.
absolutely. Surprised you didn't charge him more.
Yeah, double.
You want me to deliver this shit?
man.
Come on, I can't do that. Damn.
No,
All right, so you
he's-
got
he's
Troy's.
awesome.
What's your go-to there?
Cheesesteaks, classic cheesesteak.
Yeah, cheesesteaks are killer out there.
The rhino fries too, cheese and bacon on top.
No,
There
I
we
don't know
go.
what that is.
Nah.
Come on.
I have no idea what's that. Cheese and bacon? Oh, God, no. How could you say that?
I don't know. They've been talking about the new pizzas there too. I want to get in there and get my hands on one of those. So
Absolutely.
maybe over a break here where I have a little bit of time I can spare, maybe get one of his pizzas there.
Let me know. We'll be out there.
Yeah. Let us know.
Sounds
Let us know when you're there. We'll be there.
All right,
Don't
so
worry.
you got Uncle Troy's delivery, take home, whatever. I'm a
Yep.
Troy's old Italian, Troy's favorite hoagie.
Oh yeah.
The old Italian, they did like
Okay.
the spicier meats.
Yep.
Hot pepper, sweet peppers. Oh, no. Yeah, baby.
Mm.
I can't
good.
finish it. That's the God's honest truth. I could not finish a whole one.
Really?
I swear.
That's-
I've tried, man. I just get filled, man. That's a big old hoagie.
Yeah,
there,
it
boy.
is.
And then his
Yeah.
cheesesteaks are legit. Chicken cheesesteaks are very, very good. But his hoagies are.
Mm.
I mean, being from the Philadelphia area, I have complained for 35 years since I moved here that there's never been a good hoagie spot. And then I went to Troy's and I was like, all right, we found a hoagie spot.
There we go.
I have finally found a hoagie spot. Cheesesteaks, there's a couple places now that are pretty good, but I got to go with the hoagies. I'll go with Troy's 100%.
There we go.
So what else you got here?
Kelly's Steakhouse probably be in the top 3.
Great call.
That's the wife talking. That's
Yeah.
your
That's
date
date
night.
night. That's date night for sure.
We
That's
got
date
you. Yeah,
night.
we get it. We understand.
And then Tadashi probably downtown. I like
you go.
sushi. Just a little bit of mix up there.
Yep.
How many wrestlers
So-
don't like sushi?
I haven't met one.
I
don't
know,
think.
right? Everyone
Wow,
is.
really?
Wrestlers are a group of people that would eat just about anything. So
Well, see, that is one of those things that I do. I mean, I do a radio show with Jeff Ironhead Byers every Tuesday and
Oh, yeah.
Thursday. So I do talk to him a lot, and then we're very good friends with Austin Schanfelter and that crew. So I found out a couple of things that I found just absolutely amazing. So the Mirasola guys and Kasak were talking, and I was like, how about your film work? You guys watch your film and this and that. And they were like, no, we really don't watch film. And I was completely, as a football player, and that's
Right.
live and breathe watching film.
Yeah.
And then I asked somebody, and they said to me, well, why would you watch the film to see what they're going to do when your job is to force your will upon them? And I
Yeah.
was like, holy crap, man. I didn't even think of it. Like, that's a whole different concept than a football.
Yeah,
than
that's
football playing.
definitely interesting.
So you want to do what you do.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
not
watch
trying
a
to
whole lot
defend
of
what he
film.
does.
And the film that I watch it's usually matches that I've wrestled, just kind of trying to go back and pick some little stuff apart, try to get better at for the next time I compete, rather than watching the guy wrestle ahead of time.
It's pretty
That's
amazing.
interesting.
Yeah,
That
that's
really
like,
is.
why are you going to do that when you got to figure out what you're going to do to him?
Yeah.
Rather than him trying to defend against. And it was a pretty cool concept. But the other thing that Ironhead talks about, and is cool, is like, you got 10 different weight classes.
Right.
So you got 10 different like feeding schedules and stuff like that when you guys are at tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Like football players, it's like we get to a town, we go to a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to your room, you come back to your down for a snack, you wake up, you have breakfast, and you go play a game, and you fly home. That's it.
Right.
You got like 10, 12 guys, or however you guys travel with, but you're all on different eating habits and eating schedules and times and stuff like that. So you figure each guy has to have, like, who do you have going out with you for, like, when you're out at nationals?
Mm-hmm.
Like you were out at Tulsa. I was out at Tulsa a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I don't know where the hell you guys ate there, because that place was barren. Dude.
Yeah, it was much around.
Odd place, man.
Yeah, so they do a really good job of taking care of guys. So they go to grocery stores and get what guys need. So a lot of times we try to what the heck's that grocery store called? I can't even think of it now. It's just like a healthier grocery store. It's like a Giant, but a little bit fancier. Not Sprouts, Whole Foods. Thank you.
Whole Foods.
So they usually take us to a Whole Foods and guys get the groceries they need. And then they'll get sandwiches and stuff from like a Panera or just a local place if guys want. So,
and that's already scouted out by the time you guys get like when you're going to when you're going to Cleveland this year, they'll know exactly what you want, what your breakfast, because like, if you do lose, you may not be wrestling Saturday night. You might be wrestling Saturday afternoon. Your whole eating schedule is different than everybody else's. So you never think about that, Landon, until again we're in this football culture, and it's just like everything's like we play one time a week. You guys wrestle twice a weekend type of thing. So your schedules are all different. And when you get into the tournaments, it gets really, really odd and crazy. So you better have some good people taking care of you, and you do. I mean, that's the other thing that everybody talks about. Like, Kale is the man, an absolute gem, a hero on all this, but like he'll be the first one to tell you that like it's like a 5-man operation. Definitely the top 3 guys, they run the whole show.
Right.
And it's like they are pretty much I think Kale considers those guys just as much as the head coach as he does himself.
100%. Yeah, and I think that just speaks to the program and the success it's had. I think our coaches do a really good job of understanding that it takes more than just them, and they have done a really good job putting the right people in place to fill those other positions. And obviously too with our donors and things, we're very well taken care of. So there's a lot more than just even those 5 or 6 people you're talking about. It's the wrestlers' families, our coaches' families, and the donors and their families and their generosity. So in the grand scheme of things, you break it down, we're the guys that go out and compete, but there's a lot more people wrestling out on the mat with you. So
and then like I played for Coach Paterno, he played for Coach Franklin, and like there's always like if some guys come in with like an attitude. Like they're cocky and this and that. I mean, sure, wrestlers have that, but like, do you go to Kale on like a kid's recruiting visit and say, hey, I don't think he's going to work here. It's not going to work. He's not one of us type of thing. Is that ever happened? I mean, I guess I shouldn't ask you that because if it ever has happened, but is that something that is possible? Like, does Kale like listen to you guys when it comes to recruiting and stuff like that? Or is he just not he only recruits the top guys and he knows that'll fit here?
Yeah, I think he does ask for our input on stuff like that, but he's also just has a really incredible ability to read people. So I think a lot of times, he'll ask guys and try to get some input just in case something's kind of misleading him maybe a little bit, but most of the time he's pretty spot on with that stuff.
Dude, when I do hang out, he listens.
He listens, yeah.
He just looks at you and listens, and you're like, he's staring at me? Did I say something wrong? Is he going to beat me up here? I'm a little worried over here.
Yeah. Even our other coaches, I mean, they've been around wrestling their whole lives, so they're really good at reading people and knowing, okay, this is what this guy needs to be successful. Whether, some guys don't do well if, somebody has to get on them, or maybe some people that's what they need is somebody kind of kick them in the backside and tell them, hey, it's go time.
Does that go on in the weight room? And not the weight room, but in the wrestling room, it's like, you get like, hey, Bobby Flay over here is he's acting up a little bit. He's got a little chip on his shoulder. Let's knock that thing off a little bit.
No, I don't. I don't really think that happens too much. Just because of how competitive our room is.
You better be humble going in there.
Yeah,
you will be humbled.
I was gonna say there's always somebody you can grab in there that's gonna give you a problem, So
that's amazing, dude. So
yeah,
very much appreciated. Great.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Very nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
So appreciate that.
Right for you. Keep it going, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate you. We will be right back from the Penn State Golf Course.
This region is known for its winding forest roads and scenic wild beauty. And there's one vehicle that's as rugged as Happy Valley. It's the Kia Telluride from Lion Country Kia. Hurry in now and check out the all-around rugged 2025 Tellurides. Lion Country Kia has the spacious 7-seater SUV with as low as 2.99% financing for 60 months or a $1,500 Kia finance rebate. There's 19 Tellurides in stock ready to go, starting at only $43,145. Be sure to check out the entire Kia lineup at Lion Country Kia. There's 91 new Kias available. Remember, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Who trusts Lion Country Kia? Mitchell Messenbrink trusts Lion Country Kia. And you should too. Lion Country Kia. 1334 Drivable Street, off Shiloh Road, behind Sam's Club, State College. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. For details, see dealer or go to kia.com.
If you love wings, if you love rings, and all kinds of other tempting things, great times, great food, get to Quaker Steak and Lube.
Get our Best Wings USA signature sauces, mouth-watering appetizers, or any of our delicious award-winning lube favorites.
Great times, great food, get to Quaker Steak and Lube.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Lusk & Associates Sotheby's International Realty proudly presents the introduction of our new State College office at 314 South Borough Street in State College. At Sotheby's International Realty, we advertise locally, nationally, and internationally, bringing the best of advertising and promotion to each and every one of our properties, big or small. Call now.
A lot has changed about State College. One thing that hasn't is W.C. Clark's Coffee Roasters on 234 East Calder Way. 30 different varieties of specialty coffee beans sourced from over 25 countries and roasted with love each morning in Happy Valley for over 45 years. They'll ship their fresh roasted coffee from their doorstep to yours. Order online at statecollegecoffee.com. That's statecollegecoffee.com.
Hi, welcome to Timberland Federal Credit Union, a financial cooperative for its members, tracing all the way back to 1973.
Experience Timberland Federal Credit Union, where you're greeted with a smile and financial solutions are tailored to your unique life journey. Here, we're not just financial professionals, we're your neighbors, people invested in your financial needs, literacy, and empowerment. Your dreams matter to us, whether they're about buying a home, growing a nest egg, or embarking on new adventures. TFCU draws from the past and invests in the future, offering modern tools like online banking to give you the freedom to manage your money practically anytime. Additionally, we're passionate about giving back both time and resources because enhancing our community is at the core of why we're here. Visit TFCU in person or online to learn more about our services and apply for a membership today.
Welcome back into the Modelo Blue White Player Show here at the Penn State Golf Course. The simulators are up.
Yes, they are.
I have began golf lessons. I'm doing my next one this Thursday. I'm getting fitted for clubs, I think, too. Might try to purchase a couple clubs here at the Penn State Golf Course. Where
segue. It's like you know what you're doing anymore, bro. Jeez.
Thank you. Where Penn State Golf Course is having their annual
the balloon sale.
It
actually was supposed to be December 12th and 13th. Now it has moved to the 5th and 6th of December. So, like, you know, when Landon buys his clubs, I said, well, you should wait to buy them. And then if you're going to buy something from the golf course, you come here, you put it on, and they ring it up, and then you have a balloon. There's 100 balloons there. You pop one, and it either says 25, 50, 75, or 100. So you have the possibility of getting a free set of clubs for 100% off.
I'll be here.
Yeah. And then I told Joe Hughes, I said, yep, you get the 3 and 4X tall stuff. I'll come and we'll buy all of it for him.
Oh, yeah.
So we've already bought him out of it. There's nothing left, he said. It's already
there
sold out.
Wow, look, we got no opportunities here.
It's on order. It's on order is what he says to me. I've known Joe for 12 years now, and those 4X golf course shirts, they're been on order. They've been on order.
They've been on order.
So.
Oh, that's great. Pretty big news this evening.
Yeah, just dropped. I guess it's been like the worst kept secret in the last few days. But
yeah, ESPN, we got Pete Tham on College Game Day, announced it and whatnot. But yeah, James Franklin is the head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies. He will be walking out against it's next September. I don't know. I saw it for a second.
Where they play?
Yeah, it's some really bad team. But they have they have Pitt next year. They got Miami. They got the ACC schedule. He plays Notre Dame, not next year, but the year after that. They have a 2-year series there. So he's going to have some interesting matchups.
I think of the ACC. I just personally think of the ACC is a good place for him because the SEC is toxic. It's ridiculous, dude. And he, like, I mean, they talk about getting rid of Alabama's already talking about getting rid of Kalen DeBoer. 2 years in because he has 2 losses now. They might not make the playoffs, and if they lose one more time, they're not going to make the playoffs, and they're going to run him out. Let's look at it. They don't like him because he's a Yankee. I mean, that has a lot to do with coaching down in the South. So I don't think he would have been. I think that the LSU and Florida fan bases would have never accepted him personally. What do you think?
Yeah, and that's difficult.
James
I think the boosters would have had a difficult time with that, and that would have been rough. The SEC, if you don't win right away, you're out of there. It's a much more favorable place for James Franklin to go, where he can have some time. The expectations aren't sky high, and he can recruit around the DMV area, not where you go to get your driver license renewed, but the DMV is DC, Maryland, Virginia area, where is a hotbed. That is where I came out of. Northern Virginia.
Do you consider the DMV part of the beach in that area? I don't.
No, it's not supposed to be.
It's not that more the Norfolk Hampton Roads area. Personally.
When it comes to recruiting, they'll stretch it out to just be all those places. But the DMV is actually only supposed to be the greater metro area.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
They throw Delaware in there. It's like, what do you really get out of Delaware?
Nah, I don't know about
precisely.
That. Denai Dennis Sutton actually. Denai Dennis Sutton's Delaware guy.
Was he born and raised there, or is he shipped in from the Philly area?
No, I don't think he was born and raised there. I'm pretty sure he moved there, and then went to McDonough High School. But no, we're going in Baltimore. There's going to be some competition that James Franklin is going to bring, in a sense of Virginia Tech really has not been a recruiting rival for Penn State quite at all. And now very quickly that changes. And James has great relationships with all these high schools in my area. Good Counsel, DeMatha Catholic, where KJ Winston, Keziah Izzard came from, McDonough, where we've had 5, 6 different guys, and almost all of them going. We sent them to the NFL. You got Gonzaga College, high school, where Olu Fashanu went, Caleb Williams, those guys. Franklin's in very well at those schools, and they're going to trust to send their guys there. So I think it's really important. We were talking about it earlier. You got to make sure you get yourself some coaches that are good in the Northeast region, but especially that DMV area, because that's where Franklin's going to try to feed off of and build his roster out of there. And Penn State, it's almost like half of their guys generally are from the DMV-ish area. So you're going to have to recruit well, and there's going to be a little bit more of a battle against
you got to realize is that when me and Leonard are talking, that Urban Meyer had a pretty good comment the other day about this, and that is that the recruiting bases that we're talking about for Penn State was Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Maryland, and West Virginia. That little swath, that 5-hour area is what Joe always said. If you're within 5 hours of Penn State, you should be able to pluck the best players out of there. That has moved since the steel mills have shut down in the late 70s and the 80s. When the Rust Belt had started, Urban was talking about, like Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. They were made up of like 60 to 70% Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Ohio guys. Like historically, even Notre Dame was historically from those 3 or 4 states. So that has shifted down into the South because a lot of the jobs have moved down to the South. So the DMV, but it has done Penn State very, very well in the last 10 or 15 years. But I'll still take a Pennsylvania, Ohio, Jersey kid. I'll take a whole truckload of those cats over to your DMV boys.
Yeah.
I'm not busting your chops. I'm just saying, it is what it is.
I don't know. I'll give you. Maybe you guys are a little bit grittier, but it gets pretty crazy in that area.
I mean, I don't want to say anything to make you mad or anything, but I mean, we used to win national titles around here, back in the day, and then
I did. A lot of Italians on those rosters.
We're gonna get racist now. Jeez.
No.
Holy crap, man.
No,
Skinny Joey just showed up over here. Holy God.
Sopranos is actually my favorite TV series of all time. I watch it religiously. I love it. I'm just saying.
You actually watched something I watched.
Yes,
That's
it is.
The first thing we've ever agreed on something.
Without a doubt, it's the greatest show in history.
Who
correct?
was the best character in The Sopranos?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's think.
Paulie.
Uncle June. Uncle June. I think some people hate him. I think his remarks were the funniest remarks that he would just throw out there. His one-liners, I don't think they could be beat for Uncle June.
This is how this show just morphs into the stupidest thing in the world.
I know it's bad.
We're starting to talk about food next, the Sopranos food and stuff like that.
The food.
So we're talking. I mean, do you
really
think we have anything going on coaching wise? I mean, do you think it's going to be settled by December 1st? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Let's get back to the football talk here. We got 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
here,
I think it probably will be. I think we're going to start to really hear some stuff heading into the weekend of Rutgers next week.
So you're thinking you're on board with Drinkowitz, but
yeah,
you just said you don't think he has ties in the Northeast. So are we already handicapped?
A little
there
bit.
And then I mean, then you need a guy like Terry. You need a guy like Ty Howell, Dan Connor, Deion Barnes, all these Penn State alumni guys who can connect the past to the future. You got to keep some of those guys around. You just can't bring in all these people from the Midwest or out west.
That's not how Penn State operates.
No.
You gotta, I'm
but
with
if it
you.
is Drinkowitz, I'm sorry to cut you, but if it is Drinkowitz, why are we not naming him now? I mean, they're already out of the playoff contention.
I don't know. I think maybe he wants to finish it off. I mean, I didn't think we were ever going to get a head coach named until at least the day of or day after Rutgers. Anyways, I think some people are getting a little impatient.
Our society has to. We need to know right now.
Where is it?
Well, James Franklin's laughing all the way to the bank because the schedule didn't work when they fired him. He's already has a new job, but they don't have a coach. Like, I have enough faith, and that's where 1,000,000% of my faith is in Pat Kraft.
Yep.
Knowing that he is a very good card player and a good chess player, and I think that he's playing chess and cards right now. I mean, I think he has an idea of what he wants, and I think he's had that idea. I can't get an inkling of what the hell he's doing.
I don't think anybody can. So we'll find out. Like I said, it's feels like it's an eternity away, but it's coming very quickly. Last note before we get out of here on James Franklin's contract, it was all over ESPN, everybody, that we were going to have to pay him upwards of $50 million. Well, it has been reported that he and Penn State agreed to a $9 million buyout. So Penn State is going to send him on his way with $9 million, and that is history there. There is no anything else owed after that. So $9 million out of the 50.
Like I told you before, and I said, that is, I don't want to coach, but I want one of those buyouts.
Oh, I'd love to.
You know what I mean? I mean,
just go somewhere.
Why
lose.
can we not get a buyout? I mean, just give me a buyout. I'll be pretty good.
Just go lose and then go sit on a beach somewhere.
I don't need to do it. Just sign me and I'll quit. I'll retire without cause. With cause.
We'll get out of there. Goon.
I'll be like Eddie Ogeron.
Yeah, there you go.
$50 million? You tell me what door you want to leave and what time. I'll be there.
LSU could go back to that. He won a Manatee, so
there's no way LSU is going back to Ed Ogeron.
You can't. It's a culture fit, though. That's culture. If you want to talk about a culture fit.
You ever hear him when he starts speaking Cajun?
I
didn't do that. You're like,
yeah, what?
What are you talking about? Is that English? He's like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
He recruit you at all?
I love it. I did get the LSU offer, so just a touch. I got to talk to him on the phone.
Did you actually talk to him?
I got to talk to him on the phone. I never met him in person because I never went down to LSU.
Hey, Eddie Ogeron, you doing there, boy?
It really did kind of.
We want you to come down, baby. Come on now. Gumbo. He probably sold you with the gumbo.
Precisely, yeah.
Like,
no. I was like, I'm Northeast till it's over. So
I got recruited by Bowden.
Oh wow!
I went there on a game day. They were playing Florida in 1990, December 1990, and like I tell the story, like his office and his chair is reversed, and he's overlooking the field, and the crowd was starting to fill in, and they sit me down in this chair like I am, and there's a big old leather chair right in front of me, and spins around, and Bobby Bowden's there. He's like, Keith, we need some of you big northern boys to come down here and play football here at Florida State. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm in, dude. Like, I would have signed right then and there. If he had rolled the papers across the table, I'd have signed, and I'd gone home. My dad would have beat me. But, yeah, it was pretty awesome, though.
Oh, well, it'll be cool to monitor this. We'll be back next week here.
We got
at
one
the
more
Penn
show
State
next
Golf
week.
Course. One more.
Hopefully we're going to the way I see it, we're going to, if we get to a bowl game, we'll have another show later in the year. But next week will be the last show. We're going to have multiple thanks to the all of our sponsors, and all of our fans who come out every week. I mean, you guys have been great. We really appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, and hopefully on a 2-game win streak.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's go bowling. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Modelo Blue White Players Show.